golf, as in life, there's a natural order to things, and if you go against that natural order, you pay a price. Things become more difficult. So, just a minute ago, I was explaining to you that you can't have a correct or sound or neutral grip without good posture. Posture precedes grip. If the posture is good, you create an environment where the grip can be neutral and sound. Now, I'm just going to show you my pre-shot routine. You'll be amazed how much stuff is in there. So I'll just tell you the total amount and just watch it as a sequence. And it takes place over 10 or 12 seconds probably, perhaps 15. So I stand on the ball target line on the golf course. I walk in, my left foot is opposite the ball. With my right hand and my right foot, I step in and I offer the club. The club is sitting on its bottom, as I showed you a minute ago. I then tip from the hip to have a parallel left thumb. My right hand fits my parallel left thumb, my left arm is straight, my right elbow is folded. My shoulders are naturally on line. Once my shoulders are on line, I plant my feet and confirm my ball position. So you can see there's a huge amount of information and thought that goes into the pre-shot routine. And that's why I don't like to call it a position. I like to call it a preparation, a series of small movements in readiness for two very large ones, the backswing and the downswing. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the effect of gripping the club a little bit to my right. This is called a strong grip or a hooker's grip. Okay, to have the hands this way is weak, but when my hands turn to my right, and most people do that when they start, particularly kids, the fact of the matter is we all start off playing golf with an incorrect grip. If our hands could be glued on the club from day one, there wouldn't be the teaching industry in golf that there actually is. There are thousands and thousands of teaching pros in Great Britain, and the reason for it is that nobody chooses to hold the club well. And the moment you hold the club poorly, a whole sort of domino effect, a knock-on effect of fault followed by compensation followed by fault. So, when I present the club to the ball and tip from the hip to build a grip, the parallel thumb is absolutely key. So, let me show you the effect of having my hands turned to my right. Okay? So, normal swing, but releasing. And you can see the ball twisting and turning away, simply because my hands were turned too far to my right. Now, of course, if you start doing that, it won't be long before you start compensating. And occasionally people get the grip too far to their left. This is less common. Taller golfers tend to do it. So, if the left thumb is on top of the grip, the right hand follows it. Now, the same club, but the ball is now going to slip away to the right. And it just twists away. Doesn't move as much. When you have a lofted club, you get more draw spin, all things being equal, than you do fade spin. So, what we're looking for is the left thumb parallel, right of centre. That's a big one. Not on top of the grip, right of centre. Then the right palm fits the left thumb. So now, I can aim down the white line, I can coil and release, and you can see that's gone right down the line. Not because I changed the swing, but just because my grip was absolutely superb. So, naturally my hands hang inwards, 45 degrees. If I put my hands on my thighs, that gives me a sense of where my forearms are going to be at setup, my thumbs in the air. Or if I brought my hands together and put my palms together, that would give me a sense of how the arms are placed on the club with the hands. So, you can see the club is aligned. I tip from the hip, parallel thumb, the right palm fits it. My right elbow is softer than my left. Now, because the grip is so good, my shoulder line is absolutely as it should be. Just watch that again. I tip from the hip to build my grip. And at that point, I'm aligned correctly and plant my feet. So, if my grip was strong, then my shoulders would be pointing way to the right. If my shoulder line was to the left, a weak setup and a weak grip, then that's where I'll be aiming to the left. So, if you listen to the club maker, of which you've got 13 in the bag, your height and your distance and your body angle are accounted for, but you're already starting to get a really strong sense of alignment. So in the next phase, we're going to look at alignment of the body, alignment of the blade, alignment of the shaft, and alignment of the ball position.